Hi, Rep Bayless here with the Processing Point. Welcome to the first part in our series all about whether or not you're paying too much for your credit card processing. Today we're going to take a look at 3 basic things that every business owner needs to know in order to start saving 10, 15, even 25% or more in their credit card processing immediately. Those 3 things are what happens, who's involved every time someone swipes a credit card in your business, and who can you negotiate with and who can you not negotiate with. Then we're going to take a look at cost, what it is, where it comes from, and why it's important to you. And finally, we're going to take a look at the first step that you need to take as a business owner in order to start saving money on your processing immediately. So let's get right to it. So what really lies behind that mysterious curtain every time someone swipes a credit card in your business? Let's take a quick look at that so we can understand exactly who's involved so that you know who to negotiate with. Here we have your happy customer. Now they'd like to pay for their gift with a credit card, so they hand that over to you, and you swipe or key enter it into your terminal depending on how you're set up. Your terminal sends that information off to the first bank in the process. Now this bank's called the acquiring bank, but you would probably better know them as your credit card processor. Now at this point, the credit card processor is responsible for routing the transaction through the appropriate network and off to what's called the issuing bank. Now the issuing bank's really important because they're the ones that actually gave your customer their credit card. So they're going to be the ones to either approve or decline the transaction. They then have to send that information back through the appropriate network, off to the appropriate credit card processor, who then sends it directly to your terminal, where a receipt prints up that puts a big smile on your face because you just made some money, you made a sale, right? And it puts a smile on your customer's face because their transaction was really quick and easy and they get to go home with a great gift. Whew, that just seems like it's awfully complicated for such a commonplace transaction. Let's take a quick look at where cost is, because every business has some sort of hard cost, whether it's the cost of goods sold or the cost of time invested. In the credit card industry, our cost is called interchange. Now, interchange is established by Visa, MasterCard, and is actually not a negotiable item. So why should you care? Well, because knowing exactly where the bottom line cost is puts you in a very powerful position to negotiate the best deal for your business. Now, since we know that everything from here down is not negotiable, then that only leaves us one more place where we can save money on our rates and fees, right? That's right up here with your credit card processor. Now, if you know where cost is, it seems like getting a good deal on your processing should be an easy task, right? Well, that's actually wrong, and the reason for that is because all processors have the exact same cost or the exact same interchange. There have been some creative pricing methods implemented, and these pricing methods actually make it impossible to compare the rates and fees of one processor to the rates and fees of another processor. And that leads us to the first step that you need to take as a business owner to start saving money on your processing right away. And that's to get all the credit card processors to play on the exact same level field. Now, that's a little more than we have time for today, but next time on whether or not you're paying too much for your credit card processing, that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to look at 2 valid rate structures that you can be charged for your credit card processing and which one is correct for your business. And then we're going to show you exactly how to get everyone to play on the same level field so that you can start saving big money right away. This has been Rep Bayless with the Processing Point. Thanks for joining me today. And remember to swing on over to Facebook and like the Merchant Doctor so that you can be a part of the Merchant Doctor revolution.